Nahum chapter 1 Oracle concerning Nineveh, the book of the vision of the Nahum of the Echoes. God terrifying appearance. A jealous and avenging God is the Lord. An avenger is the Lord, full of wrath. The Lord taketh vengeance on his adversaries and rage against his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger, yet great in power. The Lord will not leave the guilty unpunished. In storm, wind, and the tempest he comes, and the clouds are the dust at his feet. He roars at the sea and leaves it dry, and all the rivers he dries up. Lay low are Bashan and the Carmel, and the bloom of the Lebanon withers. The mountain quaketh before him, and the hills dissolve. The earth is laid waste before him, the world and all who dwell in it. Before his wrath, who can stand firm, and who can face his blazing angers? His fury is poured out like a fire, and the boulders break apart before him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, a refuge on day of the distress, taking care of those who look to him for protection. When the flood rages, he makes an end of his opponent and pursues his enemy into darkness. Nineveh judgment and Judah restoration. What do you plot against the Lord, the one about to bring total destruction? No opponent rise a second time. Like a thorny thicket they are tangled, and like a drunkard they are drunk. Like a dry stubble they are utterly consumed. From you has come on plotting evil against the Lord, one giving sinister counsel. Thus says the Lord, though fully intact and so numerous, they shall be mown down and disappear. Though I have humbled you, I will humble you no more. Now I will break his yoke of you and tear up your bones. The Lord has commanded regarding you, no descendant will again bear your name. From the house of your God I will abolish the carved and the molten image. I will make your grave a dung heap. Nahum chapter 2 At this moment on the mountain, the footstep of the one bearing good news, of the one announcing peace. Celebrate your feast, Judah, fulfill your vows, for never again will destroyer invade you, they are completely corrupt. The attack on Nineveh. One scatter has come up against to gather rampart. Watch the Lord, praise yourselves, marshal all your strength. The Lord will restore the vine of the Jacob, the honor of the Israel, because the ravagers have ravaged them and ruined their branches. The shield of his warrior are crimson, the soldier clad in scarlet. Like fire are the trappings of the chariot on the day of the he prepared for war. The cavalry is agitated. The chariot dashes madly through the street and wheel in the scales, looking like torches, bolting like lightnings. His picked troops are called rank break at the charge. To the world they lost, their skin is set up. The river gates are open, the palace is washed away. The mistress is led forth captive, and her maidservant led away, mourning like doves beating their breast. Nineveh is like a pool whose waters escape, stop, but none turns back. Plunder the silver, plunder the gold, there is no end to the treasure, to wealth in every precious things. Emptiness, desolation, waste, the melting heart of the trembling knees, churning in every stomach, every face turning pale. Where is the lioness, then the young lion cave, where the lion went in and out, and the cub with no one to disturb them? The lion tore apart enough for his cubs, and the strength for his lioness. He filled his lyre with prey, and his den with torn flesh. I now come against the oracle of the Lord of hosts. I will consume your chariot in smoke, and the sword will devour your your young lions, your preying on the land I will bring to an end. The cry of your lioness will be heard no more. Nahum chapter 3. The blood city all lies full of the plunder, whose looting never stopped. The crack of the whip, the rumbling of the wheels, horses galloping, chariot bounding. Cavalry charging, the flash of the sword, the gleam of the spear, a multitude of the slain, a mass of the corpses, endless bodies to stumble upon. For the many debaucheries of the prostitute, a charming mistress of the witchcraft, who enslaved the nation with her prostitution and peoples by her witchcraft. I now come against the oracle of the Lord of hosts, and I'll lift your skirt above your face. I'll show your nakedness to the nation, to the kingdom your shame. I'll cast the fears upon you, disgrace you, and make you spectacles, until everyone who sees you learns from you, saying, Nineveh is destroyed, who can pity her? Where can I find any to console you? Nineveh in incapable fate. Are you better than Nahum that was set among Nile's canals, surrounded by walls, with a river for rampart and water for her walls? Ethiopia was her strength, and Egypt without end, Put and the Libyans were her allies. Yet even she became an exile and went into the captivities. Even her little ones were dashed to pieces at the corner of every street. For her nobles they cast a lot, and all her great ones were put into chain. You too will drink up this, you will be overcome. You too will seek a refuge from the foe. But all your fortresses are fig trees bearing early figs. When shaken they fall into the devourer mouth. Indeed, your troops are women in your midst. To your foes are open wide. The gate of your land fire has consumed their bars. Draw water for the seas, strengthen your fortresses, go down into the mud and tread the clay, take hold of the brick mold. There the fire will consume you, the sword will cut you down, it will consume you like grasshoppers, multiply like the grasshoppers, multiply like the locust. You have made your trade more numerous than the stars of the heavens. Like grasshoppers, they shed their skin and fly away. Your sentries are like locusts, and your scribes like locust swarms, gathered on the level fences on the cold day. Yet when the sun rises, they vanish, and no one knows where they have gone. You suffered slumber, O king of the Assyria. You nobles have gone to rest. Your people are scattered upon the mountains, with none to gather them. There is no healing for your hurt. Your wound is fatal. All who hear this news of you clap their hands over you. For you has not suffered under your endless malice.